All right, everybody. So we're going to work on our last behavior for the day, and then we're going to talk about a little bit more about management. So we've covered go to bed or go to spot on cue, which get your dog away from whatever it is that they shouldn't be doing in the kitchen, usually on Thanksgiving. We covered down and stay. Once what do we do once we get there? Now we're going to cover an important thing, which is leave it. Now, if you haven't practiced leave it, practicing on a piece of Thanksgiving turkey is not the ideal scenario. I recommend practicing on a bag of cheap dog treats. I will point out real quick that if they did somehow go absolutely crazy, there's this little thing that keeps the treats dry. That thing is highly toxic to dogs and people. So it's not like there isn't some level of danger here. But again, if you're going to practice with something, make sure you don't have anything like that in the bag. Okay, why am I practicing with dog treats? Mainly because those are safer than practicing with like a turkey leg. So we're not going to practice with any people food. We're going to practice with some dog treats. And what we're going to do is we're going to establish our leave it. Now in this case, we're going to treat this as if this were a turkey leg. It's got a bunch of bone and gristle and things that get stuck in throats and stomachs. And we'll send you to the emergency vet on Thanksgiving Day. We're going to treat it as if it were a dangerous object my dogs cannot have. Right? Establish your leave it at point of interest, not point of intention. So when I'm looking at it, but before I'm moving towards it. Remember to be calm. You don't have to be loud and angry. A simple leave it, look, touch, whatever, and move the dog away. If you can't physically, or if you can't cue the dog with just verbal cues or hand cues, it's okay to physically move your dog, but just be careful. Watch how I'm doing this. I'm going to move very slowly and very deliberately in case my dog has some kind of resource guarding issues. Okay? I've got both dogs out here with me. I don't know how this is going to go, but we're going to be doing this on the fly, so I hope you enjoy this. Alright, let me adjust. Y'all get a good look at my Christmas t-shirt, which my mother-in-law got me. Y'all know us, you know we like Disney a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to get a couple of treats here. Again, we're using good old reliable beef liver, and you can see how I've got it cut up. Nope, already have some interest. Put this down. Christoph, leave it. Christoph, leave it. Good boy. Touch. Good boy. Yes, Philip. You too. Now, you notice I didn't go and get him. Now, what do you do when I stopped interacting with him? Christoph, leave it. Good boy. Touch. Good boy. Why am I not saying look? Because he's already looking at me as soon as I say his name. Let's try this with Philip real quick. Philip. See it? Philip, leave it. Good boy. Touch. Come on, Philip. Good boy. Okay? Christoph, leave it. Good boy. Oh, what's happening here, guys? You can see both dogs. Why are my dogs not interacting with it? I cut up a whole bunch of treats and it didn't work. Philip, leave it. Good boy. I don't know if y'all could see that because I was getting more treats. Let me grab a few more real quick. Okay. Philip, leave it. Good boy. Good, leave it. Philip, leave it. Good boy. Touch it. Good boy. And why are they not showing interest in the bag of treats anymore? I cut up all these extra treats. Why is this? Philip, leave it. Good boy. Touch. Good boy. I'm going to give him one more time. Christoph, leave it. Good boy. All right. Leave it. Christoph, leave it. Philip, leave it. Good dogs. Good dogs. This is rare. I don't get to work with both of them at the same time. Anybody else want to check this out? No? Okay. Leave it. Don't quite touch. Alright. Funny story. Philip used to go where we kept our treats at our old house. Kept them on a shelf in our bathroom. And kept some treats down there. And he would go and grab them off the shelf. And when we moved into this house, he didn't do it for a long time. And then a couple weeks ago, he started going into our closet where we keep the treats and dragging out bags of treats. Alright, so leave it. Point of interest. Dog is looking at it. I'm going to say leave it. You notice I was actually angry. I was pretty happy sounding. I want my dogs to feel like this is a happy opportunity to walk away from something. Touch cue if I need to move them. Obviously, if I drop something and I'm leaving the room, does the dog need to leave with me? Yes, they do. I don't want my dog to be staying in the room with me. If I spill some food or something like that on the floor, then my dog needs to make an exit with me. Because if you noticed, they started leaving it alone when after I reinforced it a couple of times, they weren't interacting with the bag of treats anymore. The reason they started doing that is I had established a rule pretty quickly that he's just going to tell us to leave it alone, so there's no point in interacting with it. If I leave, then the rules change. And so the turkey leg that's on the kitchen floor that you need to go grab some paper towels or something to clean up, you're going to wind up having to clean, say leave it again. And if you leave the dog in there with the food will not be there when you get back. So if you're ever having to get your dog to leave something like food, knocked over turkey, spilled stuffing, whatever, take your dog with you when you leave. Otherwise, they're going to clean up the mess for you. Alright guys, that's all the behaviors we're going to cover. I'm going to cover one more piece in this video, and that's about management opportunities.